Hello, my name's Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. So, if you have hand pain, then you really need to listen because this crucial short video is going to directly affect you. And what I've discovered about stopping hand pain quickly, and it's cutting edge, and it just might be the untapped resource that you have been looking for. So I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce and even stop hand pain, but just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for surgery and without the risking your health to expensive and useless and even dangerous drugs. So Emma Williams, she's the editor on this website. She's urged me to share with you astonishing details of a discovery that I've made about hand pain. And as I say, it gets rid of your hand pain faster than you dreamt possible. So in plain English, you're going to find out what is actually going on inside your aching hand. And you're going to see how simple it is and easy it is to reduce the hand pain. So, if you're the one who's got the hand pain, what is actually going on inside your hand? Well, think of it like this. It's whether through wear and tear, or strain, maybe you strained it, or toxicity build-up, or through an unfortunate accident. Your hand, maybe it's been damaged and it needs repairing. Now your body is more than capable of repairing that damage because after all, your body made your hand in the first place. But it always assumed that your hand would last you a lifetime. So apart from the usual biochemical and cellular replacements that take place on a daily basis, your body's healing mechanisms don't usually focus on structural, damage. So if you've got a hand problem and you're suffering from pain and discomfort or some misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on and repairing your hand. Now, unless you find a way to stimulate your body's healing mechanism without damaging your body's delicate chemical balance, then sooner or later you might end up losing the mobility in your hand altogether. So, before I show you a simple way to stimulate your body's healing mechanisms, I want you also to consider this. See, normally, if you get a painful hand, your body's healing system will, albeit over a longer period of time, it will attempt in its own way to heal itself. But if you've been stressed, maybe overworked, taking drugs, including painkillers or anti-inflammatories, then your body's healing mechanisms becomes slightly weaker. And that is enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. And once your hand becomes inflamed, you experience hand pain in all kinds of different ways. And you might struggle to move the hand or to hold things for months and even years. And some people with hand pain, if it's left untreated, they never hold things properly again. And to make things even worse, now painkillers and anti-inflammatories, if you use them to kill the pain in your hand, you'll have to swallow them, which means that the whole of your body's healing mechanism, the whole of it, is now shocked and weakened even further by the toxic impact of these powerful pain-killing drugs. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories, they appear to work for a few days, a week, but then your hand pain problem, it comes back worse than ever before. And in case you are in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers or anti-inflammatories, now they sometimes call them non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and they use them a lot for hand pain. According to a recent report for eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of people killed with conventional medicine, like painkillers and anti-inflammatories, is about 800,000 men, women and children every year. That's about 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. Now, that's those eminent doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate to find a way of reducing and stopping your hand pain, but at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanisms into healing your hand pain as fast as possible, but it had to be without harming or damaging in any way, your amazing biochemical miracle, that we take for granted every single day, and that's your incredible human body. Okay, I've seen so many people lose the mobility in their hands, and then, it affects their health, and it starts off with simple conditions like hand pain, and even after expensive and painful surgery, it's tragic and it's so often avoidable. Okay, that's why I've done my research. You see, human beings with hand pain have been around for tens of thousands of years. Pharmaceutical companies, drug companies have been around about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about hand pain. So my first step in research is always to go back into history and see what our ancestors knew. So after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist research books, I mean that, whilst I can't reveal my sources, I've got secret access to some of the very best herbalist remedy books on this planet. Books that are almost all kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries, specialist reference libraries. Even drug companies have got the very best herbalist books hidden away. Now, I've also got access to books that modern science believes are not even worth looking at, because they've been written by people who've got zero medical qualifications. So these are people who've lived in the wilds, people who've learned and practiced the secrets of Mother Nature each and every day of their lives. People who've had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next. And it was in one of these research books that I found a clue to an ancient cure for hand pain. And it was in a ramshackle bookshop that it lay just behind the harbour in the port of Antibes in southern France. And the book was over 200 years old. Now, my French isn't that good, but fortunately the book was written in Latin. Now, my Latin isn't good either, but I knew enough to recognise the plant names. But I was puzzled. There were several interesting and amazing remedies in that book, but this one for hand pain, one remedy stood out. It was for swelling and injury of the hand. And yet the plants that I read about, I had never considered for use for hand pain problems. I've never. But I took note of the types of plants and herbs used, where they're best found, where they're collected, the ratio and the mixtures and the preparation, and anything else that I could think of that might help me make this remedy. Now, of course, I'd heard of these herbs before, and I've used them many times before, but I had no idea then that once mixed in the right combination, they would stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect, but also a healing effect directly into the aching hand. Now, I knew that up till now that most natural remedies for hand pain are nothing more than a mild stimulant cream. They warm the skin, they stimulate the blood flow to the joint, but they don't affect the pain levels or the healing level or healing mechanism to any degree at all. It feels that, it sometimes helps a bit, but for hand pain, they simply don't work and they're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. Now, I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me, because every single client with hand pain was reporting amazing results, and sometimes in just a few hours. This remedy has been proven now many times to quickly reduce hand pain, and it rapidly speeds up the healing time of the painful, aching hand. So, how do you use this remedy? You simply massage just a few drops, excuse me, it's a clear, pleasant smelling remedy directly onto your aching hands, and it takes you about 10 seconds. Now, you do that 3 times a day. And finally, and this is important, you put a few drops onto the soles of your feet at bedtime, and that's it. And it's that easy. Your speedy healing will begin. Your pain levels are going to come down very quickly, and you'll hopefully no longer need any powerful pain-killing drugs, and they slaughter your already tired immune system. and the prospect of any painful or expensive surgery, hopefully that'll go out the window. Now I've made the remedy so that it's simple and easy and convenient to use. It's only a small bottle, but it will last you a long time. It's very concentrated, it's pleasant smelling, and it's an oily liquid. It doesn't look like much, but this remedy really packs a wallop. You'll suddenly feel your hand improving. Your hands will feel different. And within a few hours of using it, you'll know that something's different. And it's your hand getting better. And you'll soon have the mobility in your hand and hopefully say goodbye to those painkillers for good. Your hand will be returning to health, which it is capable of. So this is a convenient and easy to use remedy. And it means you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming therapist or doctor appointments. Or you don't have to be discussing your problems with strangers in the drugstore buying all the different paraphernalia. This is just a small bottle of a thick, clear, pleasant smelling herbal liquid, but it's very powerful and concentrated. But this bottle is small and it'll easily fit into your pocket or into your purse. And you can dab a few drops onto your hands during the day. The choice is yours, how you use the remedy throughout the day. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Hand Pain Doctor with advertising and fancy packaging and sending it out from a small network of distributors. But I never got the chance because word spread quickly about the results that I was getting with the Hand Pain Doctor. Patients and herbalists, they literally came to me practice and they demanded that I make it for them. But it wasn't so simple, you see, because I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stopped hand pain came from the Middle East. Now, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment of herbs from the Middle East? To say my ingredient supply is in the lap of the gods, it's a massive understatement. Now, but I had recently got enough ingredients for 3 batches. Now I've made each batch by hand myself. I've measured the herbs, I've weighed the herbs, I've mixed the herbs myself. I've blended the herbs myself. So don't worry about that. The quality of this Hand Pain Doctor remedy that I've made is of the highest possible quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. Now, if you've got hand pain, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy called Hand Pain Doctor before supplies run out and before you inadvertently harm yourself with more painkillers or before you end up needing surgery. Now, in the past, I've called using the Hand Pain Doctor remedy, it's like an avalanche of healing, and I've said that for a very good reason. The way the drops of the remedy, it floods your hand with hard-hitting, healing herbs, and it's like having an avalanche of pain relief around your hands. You know, and I've said earlier, this remedy, it packs a wallop. You'll feel different, your hands will feel different. And within a few hours of using it, you'll know that your hands are getting better. But you've got to hurry, because I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and to fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of Hand Pain Doctor to anyone before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, now she's got it and it's going faster than even I imagined. So if you mess around or you order late or think you're coming back to this page, you might miss out. And if you've got hand pain, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. This remedy, it's big for anyone with hand pain. And if you truly want to get rid of your painful hand problem and get rid of it fast, then this remedy will instantly, it'll give you the power and the ability to treat your own aching hands before it's too late. The end result is you being free of hand pain and being able to move and hold things once more without pain. So have a good look at the testimonials below on this page and see how this remedy is helped men and women across the country to get rid of their hand pain very quickly. So this is your chance right now to benefit from a guaranteed supply of the Hand Pain Doctor. But maybe, you've got a few understandable seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough. Because after all, you don't know me, So let me put your mind at rest completely so that you can experience the hand pain doctor remedy for yourself completely risk-free. You can try the hand pain doctor remedy risk-free for a full 90 days. You don't risk a single penny trying the remedy for yourself. You've got to complete, and it's an ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of it is this. This is a breakthrough remedy. If it doesn't quickly and easily reduce and then get rid of your hand pain, or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all with anything, then I insist you send the remedy back to Emma. And it can be in any condition. And she will personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund of every penny that you paid for the remedy. No questions asked, no hassles. It's risk-free. And you can even keep all the bonus books as a thanks for trying the remedy. And you have my word on that. Okay, so how much will this hand pain doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade, it is organic. However, because you don't have to have an appointment with me, and appointments with me are pretty hard to get anyway. Plus, we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff, we're not using all the other expenses. I have agreed with Emma that we can give you a 50% discount on the hand pain doctor remedy. That means that you can get your hand pain doctor remedy for just $87 plus $5 shipping. That means you're going to save over $280. And not only that, Emma's literally manhandled me to giving you an additional gift of some free bonus health ebooks. Now they're valued at $127, and they're to the first 100 people who try the hand pain doctor remedy. So you can see the details of those books below. And those books are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So this is the first time, and maybe the last time, that my hand pain doctor has been sold for less than $170. You know, $87, it's less than the price of a course of useless painkillers. And it's less than the price of a visit to your doctor. And it's certainly less than the price of painful surgery, which you might need, if you don't get your hand problem sorted out. So this is a risk-free offer. So order your remedy right now while Emma still has the stock and whilst you're still on the page. Simply click on the link below. Now Emma will look after you. And if you have any questions at all about hand pain or even about the hand pain remedy, you can write to me at any time. So this is risk-free. So you can simply click on the link below and Emma will get your remedy into the post to you today. And I look forward to helping you get rid of your hand pains for good. Okay, bye for now.